At this point, you have to be up to date with the latest things in AI. I've made numerous videos about it, ChatGPT, Google Bard, all of the Microsoft co-pilots. But one thing not many people are talking about is how is it all powered? That's what we're getting into today. We know OpenAI has claimed a big reason for accepting investments from Microsoft is due to how expensive it is for compute. Training these models and running these servers ain't cheap. And that goes for all companies in AI, not just OpenAI, or I should say, closed AI. Closed AI may have partnered with Microsoft to develop a hardware and software platform within Microsoft Azure, which will scale to AGI, according to their initial partnership announcement, but they aren't building their own hardware and AI supercomputers themselves, so who is? Well, that would be Nvidia. Nvidia is quite literally the backbone of all things AI today. Think about the largest companies in AI. What comes to mind? First, closed AI and Microsoft. They are no doubt at the forefront for consumer products. And back when closed AI was actually open source and formed OpenAI in 2016, the founder and CEO of Nvidia, Jensen Huang, hand-delivered them the first ever DGX AI supercomputer as a donation called DGX-1, the world's first supercomputer dedicated to artificial intelligence. It's exactly what OpenAI needed for their ambitious AI projects, but don't take my word for it. Take OpenAI co-founder and chief scientist Ilya Sutskever's word for it.
The DGX is a huge advance. It will allow us to explore problems that were completely unexplorable before, and will allow us to achieve levels of performance that weren't achievable. There are a number of models that will greatly benefit from the DGX-1. Most immediately, our language models that are trained on conversational data and our generative models of images will become much better as the result of the DGX-1. We won't need to write any new code. We will take our existing code and we'll just increase the size of the model, and we'll get much better results than we have right now.
That was back in August of 2016. Just 7 years later at Spring GTC in March of 2023, Jensen again mentioned the hand delivery of the DGX-1 and announced that today, half of the Fortune 100 companies have installed DGX AI supercomputers.
Nvidia accelerated computing starts with DGX, the world's AI supercomputer, the engine behind the large language model breakthrough. I hand-delivered the world's first DGX to OpenAI. Since then, half of the Fortune 100 companies have installed DGX AI supercomputers.
And that it has. It's specifically designed to process models like that of ChatGPT, taking 8 H100s to work as one giant GPU, then connecting hundreds of thousands of DGX nodes into an AI supercomputer and into what they're calling a modern AI factory. This is what Microsoft Azure is using, as well as all of these companies you see here, like AWS, Dell, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, and the rest. With AWS, they're building a scalable on-demand AI infrastructure for training LLMs and building AI applications in the style of OpenAI's ChatGPT for AWS to train, operate, and update the next generation of generative AI tools, with Adobe collaborating on advanced generative AI models for their Creative Cloud flagship products, which we've already seen in the form of Firefly. Google Cloud will be the first cloud services provider to give clients access to Nvidia's L4 Tensor Core GPU designed to manage AI-related workloads with extremely high performance and low power usage, with this hardware being especially useful for building, tuning, and deploying large, you guessed it, generative AI models. Microsoft making DGX Cloud available on Microsoft Azure Cloud to help enterprises digitalize their day-to-day operations, jump into the industrial metaverse, and chain generative AI systems. Yes, the theme is consistent. Nvidia is dead set on providing the training hardware for the largest generative AI tools, and these companies are the ones making them. And then you have AT&T exploring Nvidia's full suite of AI offerings like Rapid's accelerator for the Apache Spark distributed computing platform, and cuOpt, or however you pronounce it, for real-time vehicle routing and optimization, putting Nvidia's AI products to work in edge computing and large-scale network traffic management. The amount of partnerships here in AI have been growing since that initial delivery of DGX-1 to OpenAI, but that was just the beginning, as Nvidia DGX Cloud was just announced in partnerships with Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. It allows any company to be able to access DGX AI supercomputers just the same as we've done with data centers and cloud computing, which, by the way, is a $1 trillion industry that Nvidia has already been the backbone to, of course with their largest competitor being Intel, but now Nvidia growing into the AI space and ensuring they hit all corners of this market by also announcing Nvidia AI foundations for companies who need custom LLMs and generative AI using their own proprietary data. So just like you run all of your applications on the cloud or some sort of server or serverless infrastructure, all of these AI will be run on something similar, with Nvidia DGX being the primary hardware of choice. They're building cloud data centers to process generative AI using their new inference platform with 4 configurations to be used based on the exact use case, like processing AI video with Nvidia's L4, which is what Snap and Snapchat uses. Basically, any software you use that utilizes AI is most likely run on Nvidia hardware. And all of this talk about Nvidia and AI isn't even taken into account Nvidia's first foray into AI with CUDA, a parallel computing platform and programming model that allows developers to use Nvidia GPUs for general purpose computing tasks, introduced back in 2006, and the developer toolkit still being used today in AI research and deep learning. Or the development of AlexNet in 2012, which was trained on Nvidia GPUs using CUDA, led by 3 researchers, with one being none other than Ilya Sutskever. AlexNet is a deep convolutional neural network that won the ImageNet Large-Scale Visual Recognition Challenge in 2012. Or cuDNN, or however you pronounce it, the CUDA Deep Neural Network Library in 2015, Rapids in 2018, and so many more key moments in NVIDIA's progress in AI that has gotten them to this point. As developers, we've known about NVIDIA's influence and achievements in AI, but the actual impact they've had and the positioning of themselves in the world of AI today seemingly goes unnoticed by the layman due to its intricate and low-key nature, as it's not one of the big consumer products like ChatGPT. But little do they know, it's Nvidia that's powering it all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I really wanted to shine a light on Nvidia and their accomplishments and participation in the growth of this space, and it's just always really a treat to be able to make videos on topics that I'm truly passionate about, and I'm really happy to see that y'all are enjoying them as well. So if you like this type of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If not, that's fine too. And until next time, y'all have a good one.